Hey guys, what is up with you? Hope you're alright and welcome back to this channel. Welcome to this channel. Obviously, you came here for the first time, and being the very first video of this channel, it might seem a little awkward for you guys to resist my voiceover, but it's my request to you guys, please adjust because obviously it's also my first time doing all this stuff. So, let me tell you that this channel is totally dedicated to superhero movies and all that pop culture genre that you can imagine. That includes Marvel and DC content, Monsterverse, Transformers, and what else? Also, we will cover web series like The Boys, House of the Dragon, Wednesday, and all that VFX heavy stuffs. Yeah, so if you're interested in these topics, make sure you subscribe the channel for such interesting videos, and also press the bell icon to never miss any updates. As you have seen in the title and thumbnail, we are going to rank the most powerful characters from Marvel, including both movies and web series. Having said that, the rankings aren't just based off physical strength, it also includes magical powers, cosmic powers, and all of that. And you, my friend, yes, I'm talking about you. Your rankings might be different from these ones according to your opinions, and that's totally justified. Well, guess what? आप अपनी रैंकिंग कमेंट सेक्शन में जरूर शेयर कर सकते हो. Comment section, what an accent.
Bruh.
Also, this is gonna be a split video between 10 to 6 and 5 to 1. This is the part 1 that you're watching, and the second part will be coming soon. So, without wasting any more time, let's just get into the rankings. Number 10, Thor. Yes guys, I know what you guys are thinking, like Thor at number 10? Huh, kya baat kar rahe ho? Well, I'm answering that later. Now, if you look at the origin of Thor, we all know that he's basically the thunder god. He belongs to the Asgard, no, not this one, that one. And also, he is the son of this cool looking weird guy. The prince himself had a great character development throughout the movies, जहाँ पे पहले के कुछ movies में like in Thor 1, The Avengers, Thor The Dark World, and in Avengers Age of Ultron, Thor को arrogant, immature, overconfident और पता नहीं कैसा था दिखाया गया था, पर बाद में Avengers Infinity War आते आते he became much responsible, tough, and a mature guy, and pretty badass also. Now if you talk about Choti Master's feats, then I've got a lot to say. Like, he defeats multiple Frostgiants from Jotunheim, and he literally destroys the Destroyer itself. That was designed to kill god level characters, by the way. He shows his great combat skills in all of his movies and in other movies too, that he gained in his like 1,000+ years of experience, which is not that much to be honest. In the Avengers movie, he defeats Leviathan in Battlefield, even stopped them from entering Earth from the wormhole, crushes those Badsurat looking creatures like they're nothing but salted camel popcorns, and if this wasn't enough, he fought Aether-powered enemies in Thor The Dark World. Also, he defeats more than half of Ultron troops in the Age of Ultron. And let me remind you guys that he was the only one who made Ultron worry. And maybe that's why Ultron specifically Thor को ही target करता है. Also, in Thor Ragnarok, he defeats Hulk in a 1v1 fight, defeats Hela with her cheat code, and escapes. लेटर ऑन जब हमारे थैनोस चाचा ने अगर अकेले थॉर की फील्डिंग सेट कर दी, तो थॉर भाई भी बदला लेने के लिए नेडरविलियर की तरफ निकल गए. एंड गेस व्हाट, वहां पे इनकी मुलाकात किससे होती है? टिरियन लैनिस्टर, Eitri, but he had his hand injured. That's why Thor had to step up and bear the full force of a fucking neutron star just to create his ultimate weapon, Stormbreaker. Though he almost got cooked, but he showed us how insanely durable he is, or his armor is. Getting the Stormbreaker, he summons Bifrost and enters Wakanda's battlefield, where he burns the spaceships, burns the major chunk of Thanos' army, and let's just address the elephant in the room, guys. He made Thanos to bend knee in front of him. And let's just not talk about this version. What is this actually? पिट गया ना एंडगेम में और खाओ आलू पकौड़े. After that grand battle of Endgame, he regains his muscles, becomes fit, and defeats Voldemort from Kurla Station even when he was with his Necrosword in Thor Love and Thunder. And that sword, my friend, is not a matter of joke, but the movie was a joke itself. Just imagine a character so powerful that the writers itself knocks it down just to maintain the storyline. Yeah, it's none other than our Mahabali Avenger. Number 9, Wanda Maximoff, also known as the Scarlet Witch. You might be wondering why characters like Thor and Wanda are at the bottom of the list. Well, I have included characters from the movies, web series, and from animated ones too, just like cosmic characters be included here. So trust me guys, the characters appeared in the list are insanely powerful. Now, if we get back to our लाल चुड़ैल, तो ये मोहतरमा एवेंजर्स एज ऑफ अल्ट्रॉन में फर्स्ट अपीयर हुई थी, जहाँ पे वांडा और उसका भाई पिएट्रो मैक्सिमोफ, also known as the Quicksilver, दोनों ने हाइड्रा ज्वाइन कर लिया था, and that was where Mind Stone activated their hidden powers. Yes guys, they had their powers even before all of this. Especially Wanda, जिसने वहाँ पे माइंड मैनिपुलेशन, टेलीकिनेसिस, टेलीपैथी जैसी पावर्स अनलॉक की थी. She has participated in the Battle of Sokovia, also in the Civil War from Captain's side, but her real powers were still hidden throughout the whole Infinity War and the Endgame scenarios. Though she somehow made Thanos to suffer a lot in a face-to-face battle. And trust me guys, that's even more difficult than it seems. Which caused Thanos to make a quick and harsh call of just doing aerial attack from the spaceship. जहाँ पे इस नीले बैंगन ने अपनी आर्मी तक की नहीं सोची, उड़ा डाला भाई. Maybe that's why he's called as the Mad Titan. And after the grand destruction of Endgame, she finally gets her proper character development in her own web series called WandaVision, जहाँ पे वांडा अपनी reality wrapping powers को अलग ही level पे unleash करती है by creating an entirely separate reality around the Westview, and that Westview was fully controlled by her, except her kids and this lohe ka dibba. Later on, at the ending of the series, she uses Darkhold to learn chaos magic, forbidden spells, and knowledge across the universe, just to bring back her kids. That was the time when she became Scarlet Witch from Wanda. और ये मोहतरमा इसके बाद जो कांड करती है guys, I mean just let me tell her feats. She literally destroys the Kamataj single-handedly, breaking its magical defense and defeating hundreds of sorcerers. She unlocks her dreamwalking ability and by using that, दूसरे यूनिवर्स में अपने ही वेरिएंट को कंट्रोल करती है. She smashes the whole Illuminati, beating Professor X in mind games. She defeats Black Bolt. Also, she overpowers Captain Marvel variant, spaghettifies Mr. Non-Fantastic, and the most important one, she defeats I can't do this all day. Dude, she was such a demonic powerhouse that even Doctor Strange and Sorcerer Supreme Wong together were frightened of her. She even destroys every single Darkhold that exists in the multiverse in Dr. Baba's second movie, Multiverse of Madness. And we can surely answer, what does that madness word came from? Like, तुम ये pictures देखो. Do you think she is the same girl who used to look like this in the previous web series? और मार्वल zombies में तो ये मोहतरमा zombie वायरस से इन्फ्लिक्ट होने के बाद भी अपने आप को कंट्रोल करके दूसरे zombies को कंट्रोल कर रही थी. Like, she was literally controlling every single zombies out there, whereas Thor and Captain Marvel lost their consciousness, becoming half-cooked brainless creatures. Number 8. Supreme Strange. No, I'm not talking about the regular, ordinary, savage Doctor Strange. This version of Dr. Baba was appeared in the What If series. And yes, he's more beautiful than Wanda. Beautiful? I mean, he's more powerful than Wanda. Let me tell you why his powers are beyond the beyond. In the timeline 838B, इस वाले डॉक्टर स्ट्रेंज के वेरिएंट ने कार एक्सीडेंट में अपनी क्रिस्टीन को खो दिया था, besides getting injured of course. So he goes to the Kamataj and learns those magical spells and all of that, which he uses so many times to revive his love in every universe. But that specific point of time जब वो एक्सीडेंट हुआ था was an absolute point, which can't be changed by anyone, at least not by anyone who has supreme word in their name. और मिस्टर डॉक्टर बहुत ट्राई करने के बाद भी नाकामयाब ही रहे. Then he somehow finds the lost library of Cagliostro, which teaches forbidden spells. And there's the reason why they are called forbidden, my friends. But guess what? Yes, he learned all those spells. He also absorbed plenty of demonic creatures throughout the centuries. Doing all these stuffs for decades, centuries, he became an absolute magical powerhouse. और फिर क्या अपनी पावर्स का इस्तेमाल करके स्ट्रेंज क्रिस्टीन को वापस ले आते हैं. And happy ending, guys. He actually couldn't. The universe got destroyed because of that. But he was so powerful at that time कि वो universe खत्म होने के बाद भी ये जिंदा रहा without any issues. I mean physical issues obviously. But then the Watcher asked for his help to defeat that creepy thing, and he agreed. He fights with Infinity Ultron with his dumbass shit team. Yes, I'm telling you guys that these motherfuckers did nothing but zero kill chicken dinner. The whole team was just carried by this one and only Dil Tota Ashik. Do you remember that galaxy destroying blast? इस बंदे ने उस blast को literally खा लिया था. Not just us, even Ultron was shocked for a second. He uses his time stone and his demonic powers to give a hard fight to a robot who has 6 freaking Infinity Stones with him. At the last moment, Strange successfully trapped both Killmonger and Infinity Ultron together in a mysterious loop. Though he didn't win directly, but that was also a chilling demonstration of how insanely powerful he is. Saying all this and considering him as a might be multiversal threat, which he actually became in the next season, I think he deserves to be in the 8th place. Number 7, Watcher and Kang. Yes guys, number 7 में मैंने Watcher और Kang दोनों को रखा है and I'm talking about the version of Kang which appeared in Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania. And I think he was not executed properly in the movies. I mean, I don't even know, was he the Kang the Conqueror version or not? अगर Avengers Kang Dynasty आती तो शायद जान भी जाते Kang के बारे में बहुत कुछ. But for now, it's a harassment. Sorry, that was just a slip of tongue. I meant to say embarrassment. खैर अभी तो इन जनरल कैंग के पार्ट्स के बेसिस पे मैंने इसको नंबर 7 पे रखा है. And he is not a character to be underestimated. He actually possesses so many powers, like he destroys multiple timelines. Like seriously bro, not a planet or a galaxy or a universe, a whole timeline. It's not just vanishing half of the universe just by snapping. It's way fucking more than that. He used his hi-fi technology for telekinesis, energy blasts, and force fields, defeats Ant-Man in hand-to-hand combat, and one-shot MODOK effortlessly. वो तो बेकार वाहियात प्लॉट ट्विस्ट की वजह से फ्यूचरिस्टिक चीटियों से हटवा दिया राइटर्स ने, नहीं तो एंटमैन की फील्डिंग तो कंफर्म थी उस दिन. एंड इफ यू टॉक अबाउट वॉचर, ही वॉचेस. Yeah, that's it. He watches. Just kidding guys, he actually watches. Okay, no more force peeps. Jokes apart, he has the absolute power to see each and everything that's happening, and that has no limits. He can see anywhere, everywhere, and anytime. पर इंटरफेयर नहीं कर सकता ये कोई भी इवेंट पे, चाहे कुछ भी हो जाए. एंड आई एम सेइंग इट अगेन, चाहे कुछ भी हो जाए, cause Watu इसको सीरियसली नहीं लेता guys. Yes, I'm talking about our cute bald guy Watu. Being a watcher, he doesn't just watches, he interferes. Like ये बंदा What If सीरीज के पहले के कुछ एपिसोड्स में तो सब कुछ देखता रहा, सिर्फ ज्ञान देता रहा, just like a handsome and ideal watcher. But then this motherfucker came and forced Watu to break his oath, which he has been maintaining for how long? Infinity, I guess. And the fight they had, oh my god. The fight was shattering the reality itself. वाटू तो पहले टमाटर बन गया था मार खाते खाते, but later on जब उसने fight back किया तो कुछ टाइम के लिए ही सही, but he holds the Infinity Ultron back. He shows us that he just watches because of his oath. Otherwise अगर ये अपनी पे आ गया तो कोई भी इवेंट को ये अपनी मर्जी से चेंज कर सकता है. Though he was unable to do that against Infinity Ultron, but he can do that in the most of the cases. So that brings me to the next question. Who's more deserving in the 7th place? Is it Kang? Is it Watcher? Or maybe Ronaldo? Okay, let me answer this ladies and gentlemen. The one who actually deserves the 7th place is none other than number 6, Dormammu. I don't have much information about this creature as it was only shown in one movie, but he's apparently the ruler of the dark dimension. No, actually, he's the dark dimension himself. And also, he consumes other dimensions to become more powerful. Dormammu also exists outside the time. And इस बंदे को literally time से कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता. मतलब ये 2 मिनट लेट किया, 2 घंटे भी लेट जा सकता है स्कूल. Lame joke. But yeah, we have seen him consuming the reality by shattering it in the Doctor Strange 1, जहाँ पे ये बंदा इतना overpowered था कि इसे हराया ही नहीं जा सकता था. It's just that Doctor Strange trapped him in a time loop using the Time Stone. Otherwise, he was getting killed easily like an ant. And at that time, he killed Doctor Strange for million times. And don't even think that Dormammu थक गया था उसे मारते मारते. It was that bloody time loop, my friends. Otherwise, if he wanted, he could have just killed him again and again, effortlessly. For that reason, we could not witness any bloody fight scene at the ending. But yeah, we gotta say that this guy was damn smart. So yeah guys, that was it for the first part. The ranking closes at 6th for now. And in the next part, we are gonna rank the top 5 most powerful characters from Marvel. Except the comics, of course. And I'm gonna say it again that this is a new channel which needs a lot of support from you guys. So if you enjoyed the video, please make sure you also like the video. It will keep me motivated to create such interesting videos. And also, subscription le lo guys, it's absolutely free. And yeah, that's all. Bye bye, guys. See you in the next one.